Walking in Metro Manila is not a pleasant experience. It would be hard to find anyone who disagrees with this. It may as well be fact. That is excluding the posh central business districts of BGC, Ortigas, or Makati. Choosing walking as a mode of travel means having to deal with lack of sidewalks, engulfing pollution, intense heat, or heavy rains. It means endangering your safety by mingling with cars and opening yourself up to the risk of getting mugged or worse. The increase in the number of private vehicles on our roads comes with the heavy flow of traffic and therefore making public transit such as jeepneys, UV Express and buses unreliable. Building more infrastructure and spaces for cars is not the solution. More roads, flyovers and highways would only delay the flow of traffic, making travel periods longer, meaning more hours spent in traffic, missed economic opportunities and loss in productivity. This does no good for the people, our economy, and the environment, as it is not a sustainable solution. An approach to this problem would be providing alternative modes of transportation, such as efficient mass transit, safe biking and traveling on foot. Pasig City is a large district with a mix of offices and upscale housing, popular for mall complexes in and around the Ortigas Center area. Hip eateries serving modern Filipino fare cluster in Capitolio Village, and parks like Greenfield District host weekend markets with local food and crafts. The mayor of the said city, the infamous Vico Sotto, is known for his unusual leadership. What he's done for the city has been the subject of much praise and exultation, including creating the mobile grocery, buying drone disinfectants, enacting Pasig's anti-panic buying and anti-hoarding ordinance, installing sanitation tents, and more. He is also continuing the reputation of the city to promote the use of bikes. Some of the programs that they developed were Bike Day and Carless Day. Because of this, Pasig City has been awarded as the most bike-friendly city by Mobility Awards Philippines next to San Juan and Marikina City. Despite the efforts of the city to promote alternative modes of travel, there is still a need to explore their efficiency. What is a bike sharing system? A public bicycle sharing system is a shared transport service in which bicycles are made available for shared use to individuals on a short-term basis for a price or free. It can be summarized into 3 points: ride, return and repeat. Ride for the allowable time limit, return to stations and repeat. It's simple and easy. One of the successful implementations of the bike-sharing program is in Kitakyushu City, Japan. This particular public bike-sharing system pilot scheme was implemented into the transport network of the city and created a network of connections between major transport hubs and public spaces. Most registered PBSP users switched from public transport. In order to attract drivers to a PBSP, the system needs to be considered a cheaper, easier and quicker option than driving. The new service, which began on April 9th, is aimed at international visitors. The bicycles will cost 100 yen for 30 minutes, or can be rented for an entire day at the cheaper rate of just 500 yen. Cyclists can use their smartphones to pay for the service through the OFO mobile app, which supports 18 languages. The area under study is along the stretch of the Yamang Rodriguez Avenue from the Mangahan Bridge up to Marcos Highway. Classifying the site, we have a commercial area in Santolan which is considered a hub. Then we have 3 residential clusters along the avenue, and lastly our industrial areas that are made up of various food and gadget factories. This major road can be the busiest especially during peak hours in the morning and in the afternoon. Because this is the route that people from Marikina, Antipolo, and up to Rizal used to get to Taguig and Makati City. In the site context, the 3 residential clusters produces vehicular footprints that bottles up in the Amang Rodriguez Avenue, making it difficult for users to get about the community. In a community where public transit is not efficient and roads are dominated by cars, the proposed bike share program aims to promote cycling as a convenient, fast and reliable mode of transportation for short distance travels. Bike stations are strategically located in hotspots throughout the site. 1 in each of the residential clusters and a corresponding of each on the major road. There is also 1 in Santolan, the commercial hub, and another 1 in Marcos Highway connecting to the LRT line. These stations are placed in such locations to provide a new systematic mode of travel connecting people and places. A registration process is required before availing of the service, which can be done online or through the respective barangay hall. A smart card ID is then assigned to the member, which will be used to check out bikes. The first 30 minutes after checkout would be free and succeeding hours will be charged with 10 pesos per hour. This is to keep bike travel short. By keeping bikes moving about the system, it makes sure that there are enough units for others to use. To prevent bike theft, bicycle units are painted with a solid color. Each unit would also be equipped with a tracker. Bike sharing system answers the growing need to make cities greener and more livable, and could help Manila get rid of its smog in many ways. Bikes can be a relevant alternative to the insane daily congestion, allowing people to save time, to enjoy the sunny weather, and to complete their trips without using their own cars or the polluting jeepneys plying through the city. Additionally, increased physical activity through biking brings significant health benefits that should not be neglected, such as reduced risks of cancer, heart disease, and diabetes.